Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Carmen Shue Real Estate Show, featuring my highly popular and successful seminar, A Practical Guide to Buying a Co-op, a Condo, or a House, Things You Should Know and Mistakes to Avoid, which I have presented at the New York Public Library for approximately 12 years. I am Carmen Shue, the president and owner of Shue Realty Inc. and the host of this show. Shue Realty Inc. is located in Midtown Manhattan, so if you are in the market to buy, rent, sell, or even invest in real estate, please give us a call at 212-687-1944, or you can email us at lishuerealty@AOL.com. For the benefit of those people who are seeing the show for the first time, let me explain how this show works. The season has 13 weeks, and each week I present a different topic on real estate. Each weekly show has 3 segments. The first segment is the introduction to the show, where I tell you a little about myself. In the second segment of the show, I speak on a topic on real estate, and in the third segment of the show, I talk about the many issues facing people living in co-op and condo buildings. Having said that, as part of my credentials, I am a licensed real estate broker, a speaker, a writer, and a published author, and I have contributed to articles appearing in Real Estate Weekly and Brokers Weekly, the papers of our industry, and other reputable publications. In addition to the New York Public Library, a couple of banks and a famous church have hosted my seminar. In 2005, a famous cruise line invited me to present my most popular seminar on one of their cruises. In 2006, Real Estate Weekly, the papers of our industry, added my name to its list of honorees as one of their rising stars. And in 2017, a professor from NYU International School of Real Estate was watching my show, and he invited me to present my seminar on several occasions. As a former board member and an assistant treasurer for a reputable Upper West Side condominium, I was considered the key catalyst for saving the condominium from going into bankruptcy by reducing costs in several areas, such as renegotiating long-term contracts and sweetheart deals, comparison shop for goods and services, which manifested in the unnecessary increases in their common charges for several years. Because of the popularity and the success of my seminar at the New York Public Library, I am very much excited about bringing it to you on television, particularly since I am in the real estate industry. I feel compelled to give vital information and important tips to the public about what they should do and should not do when buying real estate. After attending several real estate seminars and watching many real estate shows and television over the years, I have come to the conclusion that this program is different from all other real estate shows. Why? Because I find that everyone is telling the public to buy real estate, but I am the only one who is telling the public about the pitfalls that they might encounter when purchasing real estate. Look, I am not sitting here every week telling people to not buy real estate because, in my opinion, I believe that purchasing real estate is one of the best investments one can ever make, but only if you know what you're getting into before you sign on the dotted lines. I use the no-nonsense, tell it like it is approach, and I practically hold your hands and walk you through the process. And if you follow the process that I am about to impart to you, you should have no regrets after you've made the purchase. The information I am about to impart to you comes from many years of personal experience and research from governmental agencies. While this program is geared toward first-time buyers, it is also for those people who have already made their purchases so that they can evaluate their mistakes if there are any. The tips I will be giving you are simple. They are elemental, but they will work for you if you follow them. During the course of the show, I will be giving you the whole concept of purchasing real estate, which can be used whether you're purchasing a little studio apartment in Manhattan, a 3-family house in Hong Kong, or a mansion in Palm Beach now or 100 years from now. The concept still remains the same. The difference in purchasing real estate in any part of this country or any part of the world for that matter is the real estate laws. While I will be focusing on the purchase of co-ops and condos because they are the common form of real estate ownership in New York City, I certainly will be giving you enough information to assist you with the purchase of a private house. This program is meant to inform, educate, and empower new buyers of real estate and to assist you in making wise choices by preventing you from making costly mistakes. This clear and simple program will help eliminate many of the fears and even anxieties that you will have when buying or even selling real estate. It will offer you a unique opportunity to learn valuable lessons of the things you should do and should not do when purchasing real estate. Long before you start looking to purchase real estate, you, the buyer, should put together a team of experts to walk you through the process. And this team of experts should include an experienced real estate broker, an experienced real estate attorney, and, if possible, an experienced banker. And all these people should be looking out for your best interest. However, it will take a very savvy buyer to put this team together, and one gets savvy by following the practical guide I am about to impart to you. While many Americans have made wise choices to eat healthier, my mission is to have all Americans change the way how they go about purchasing real estate so that they do not make costly mistakes or, even worse, lose their homes through foreclosure. If you need more information about this show or Leisure Realty Inc., please call us at 212-687-1944, or if you have comments or questions, we welcome them. You can also email us at leisurerealty@aol.com. On the other hand, if you are inquisitive in knowing what we've been doing over the years, you can Google us. This is to inform you that before I begin the program, the information given on this show is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be used as a substitute for seeking legal advice. I urge you to contact an attorney and/or an accountant for advice before you purchase real estate. I will now take a short break, and when I return, I will talk about your thought process and overcoming your fears when purchasing real estate. Please do not go anywhere. I will be right back. Thank you. The Carmen Lee Shue Real Estate Show. I am Carmen Lee Shue, the president and owner of Leisure Realty Inc. and the host of this show. Leisure Realty is located in Midtown Manhattan, so if you are in the market to buy, rent, sell, or even invest in real estate, please give us a call at 212-687-1944, or you can email us at leisurerealty@aol.com. As promised in this segment, I am going to talk about your thought process and overcoming your fears when purchasing real estate. If you do not have any fears about purchasing real estate, I will now outline some of the fears that I had when I purchased my first and even my second apartment. I do hope that by the time this program is over, I will be able to assist you in overcoming some of your fears and anxieties that you will have when purchasing real estate. Remember, if you take the proper actions and follow the process I am about to walk you through, the end result could be rewarding. For instance, if you have been renting for all of your life, it is only natural that you will be fearful about buying and becoming a homeowner. Chances are you will want to take the easy way out by finding as many reasons and excuses as you possibly can to postpone the purchase and continue to rent. And if this is what you want to do, then by all means, go ahead. But do not let fears prevent you from becoming a homeowner. I will now go over some of the questions I have asked myself, and you should be asking yourself before you make a purchase. Question number 1. Is it beneficial for me and my family to purchase real estate, or should I continue to rent? Answer. If I were in a situation where my family and I have lived in a neighborhood for a long period of time and living in a spacious apartment where my rent was low, I might not want to leave, but instead I might want to consider investing in real estate if I have the money. However, bear in mind that as an investor, there are a certain amount of risks involved. And if you're going to invest in real estate, you must be prepared to take on all of the risks. One might ask, what are some of the risks involved? Well, for one, you must be prepared to take a loss when the market is down, just like the stock market. Question number 2, what if I start looking for a property and find that I do not have enough down payment? Answer, first of all, this should never happen to you. My advice is if you do not have enough down payment, you definitely should not be looking to purchase real estate, and common sense should dictate as to whether or not you have enough down payment. In addition, prior to looking to purchase real estate, you should sit down with your accountant and go over your finances in detail, and he or she will advise you as to what price property you can afford and how much down payment you will be able to make. For those people who do not have an accountant and retainer, you should ask the person who prepared your yearly income tax returns. I once advertised an apartment in a condominium, and a prospective buyer came to look at the property. When I tried to qualify her by asking her questions about her finances, she told me that she was collecting unemployment. While you might want to own a home very badly, no legitimate lending institution will loan you money to purchase a home if you are collecting unemployment, and certainly no co-op or condo board will approve your purchase if you are collecting unemployment. However, if you are dealing with unscrupulous lenders, they will find a way to get you a mortgage while collecting unemployment, but I can promise you that in the end, it will cost you dearly. Question number 3, what if I have the down payment, apply for a mortgage, and I'm not approved? Answer, hopefully you were smart enough to get pre-approved prior to looking to purchase real estate, and the banker would be able to advise you if you are qualified to apply for a mortgage. Making a decision to purchase a home is like making a decision to have a child. They both come with a tremendous amount of responsibilities. For one, you will have to maintain and upkeep both for many years to come. They should both be considered serious matter and should be treated as such. Next, you will be able to pay down on mortgage for many years, but you should consider it as paying rent with benefits, and also you will be building up equity in the home over the years. Next, you will have to pay maintenance in a co-op and common charges in the condominium, but again, I would consider it as paying rent with benefits. Unless you have been living in a rent-controlled apartment, in most cases, I believe you will find that the maintenance or common charges you pay are much lower than the rent you are currently paying. Next, each year you will have to pay real estate taxes, but remember that at the end of the year, a portion of the real estate taxes and the interest that you pay on the mortgage is tax deductible. Next, you will be responsible to paint the apartment or the house when it needs painting. But I would think of it as decorating my home to live in. As a matter of fact, I know of people who are living in rental buildings who paint their apartment themselves because they prefer certain color paint other than the one that the landlord provides. Question number 6. I have been renting all of my life, and when something breaks in the apartment, the building is responsible for making the repairs. Now that I'm a homeowner, this will be my responsibility. What do I do? Answer. From my experience, in most co-op and condo buildings, there is a maintenance staff that the board will allow to do minor repairs in your apartments, such as replacing a washer on a leaky faucet or unclogging the toilet at no cost. In fact, most responsible boards have adopted this policy because saving on the water bills outweighs the cost of fixing a leaky faucet. All you have to do is to fill out a work order describing the problem and giving the super accessibility to your apartment. However, if there are major repairs to be made in your apartment, the board will charge you. You should also bear in mind that if you purchase a house, all of the repairs will be your responsibility. Question number 7. What if I purchase an apartment and I get downsized or lose my job? Answer. In all cases, whether you are purchasing an apartment or not, it is recommended that you should have at least 6 to 9 months of savings to cover living expenses, just in case you are downsized or if an emergency occurs with you or your family. Also, when you purchase a property, the bank and the board will require that you meet such criteria. Question number 8. What if I sign a contract of sale, give the appropriate down payment, and I change my mind for reasons beyond my control or for a specific reason, which would make it impossible for me to continue with the purchase? Answer. Unless there were certain criteria in the contract of sale that were not met by the seller, chances are you will lose your down payment. This is the end of this week's show. Until next time, America, and especially New Yorkers, do something nice for yourself today and tomorrow and the next day because you deserve it. And thank you so much for watching the show.